and kind of be a little crazy. Maybe unlike Denny Hamlin. Denny Hamlin's sort of in this position. Well, what position is he in? I mean, he's already coming in feeling like, man, I lost those points. What do I need to do?
So he's in a very interesting position because there's no doubt that this 11 car, when you look at their past performance here, can stage point their way in. They're going to be looking at stage points, and they have to, being 20 points out. If the 22 car or the 18 car were to falter, especially early on in the race, they need to get those stage points. And when you look back at what happened at Texas, you know, I know that was a blow to this team, and they never probably expected that to be in this position, and to think that this is the team going into the playoffs, I said, was going to win this championship. They've been my championship favorite. They've shown the speed. They've shown everything. This would be a huge blow if they do not find themselves going to Miami, but they're going to have an excellent day at Phoenix. And I was speaking to Denny actually Monday at Toyota Motorsports Day, and I expected him maybe to be a little bit, you know, apprehensive, maybe a tick of anxiety in there. And he was as straightforward to me and so confident in just saying, we're going to find a way. We're going to execute. We're going to find a way. So he's still my favorite to win the championship if they make it through Phoenix. But I think it's going to take maybe a little help from the 22 to 18 having a problem and them executing at a very high level, Kyle.
Okay.
Yeah, and look, I agree with every bit of that. I think that Denny and those guys went into Texas. They had a plan. They were trying something, and I flew back on a plane with a bunch of those guys. I just don't think it worked out. I think they thought they were comfortable 24 in, and now they're 20 out. That's how quickly it can swing. And that, in turn, is what gives Denny Hamlin hope. He looks at the 18 of Kyle Busch. He looks at the 22 of Joey Logano. And there's hope that those guys falter and they execute. Just as you say, he can go in and he can win that first segment. He can win that second segment. We know he can do that and put himself in the game. The problem is, he's racing Kyle Busch and Joey Logano, two tenacious guys, two guys that once they get their teeth into something, they don't let go, and we know that. And they have their teeth in Miami right now. They're the ones that are hanging on to Miami. Denny's got to find his place at the table, and it's going to be tough. But of all the guys we're going to talk about today, he's the one guy that inside his head seems to be in a pretty good position, is comfortable with who he is comfortable with that team, and confident in his car. And look, I'm not counting Denny Hamlin out. We saw Kevin Harvick win from below the line. Denny Hamlin can do it in this last race, and that's going to be a huge upset, a huge for a Kyle Busch or a Joey Logano.
Hey, Motorsports fans, thanks for watching. Make sure you hit subscribe before you go for all the latest news and highlights across motorsports.